Mhm.
So, looking at your background, Art, I see that you can. We have a lot to talk about in both arenas. So, give me a little bit of background, a little bit about your background.
Sure. I'm a New Yorker through and through, born and bred and been here for forever. Uh, I was an MIT guy, mechanical engineer by training, worked in the artificial intelligence lab and built autonomous micro robots for the government because, that's what you do.
That's
And
cool.
graduated and ultimately worked for the company that became iRobot. But when I worked for them, we were building autonomous tank rovers for post-war zone munitions clearance. Built one of the world's first underwater walking robots, and just all kinds of crazy stuff. That was a lot of fun. And then in the dot-com bubble, I moved to Wall Street and did a whole bunch of computer networking and security services, and built a voice over IP phone company for one of the customers of a consultancy I was working for. And that consultancy got bought. And I had a little bit of money, so I plowed it into my dot-com bubble dreams, which then proceeded to pop. And I fired 40 of my closest personal friends and learned a whole lot. And then our investors wound up hiring me to be the hatchet man to go clean up a bunch of other failed investments for them. And I learned a ton about how innovation happens and fails and crazy decisions people make. And ultimately in 2004 started Elephant Ventures 17 years ago now. And we are a digital innovation and transformation provider.
Digital, yes. So that's Elephant Ventures.
Yes,
right?
the digital innovation and transformation stuff. What the heck does that mean?
Yeah, expand on that. Tell me a little bit more.
So we build software, largely hard software, complicated software with some heavily data driven or analytically driven backend. And we look at our role as a partner for our customers, and we help them, we would say, materialize the adjacent possible, which is another big way of saying if something is new and there's new tools and new techniques, and you can do something in an emergent or adjacent fashion that wasn't possible before, our job is to know all the tools and have quality practices that are super dependable that help you materialize that new thing that's newly possible. That's sort of what we would call innovation. And sometimes I wrote this piece the other week called Digital Transformation on Steroids at Ridiculous Speed, which is like the sort of new version of digital transformation in the COVID times of like, hey, listen, I don't have 3 years to make profits and like automate 1,000x performance improvement into my infrastructure. I need it in 90 days. What can you do for me? And so we're bringing the practices of like lean product development, lean startup work to kind of the current transformation space and trying to bring some innovation habits and practices to do things much faster in a more incremental way.